I didn't think this was going to work, but perhaps it will. We are using ChromeOS Flex on this HP Stream 11. It's got an update to do before it starts. It doesn't like the fact that the battery is dead. But when I was installing it previously, it just seemed to completely freeze, and I left it for about 12 hours and it seemed to be doing nothing. But I switched it on today, and it seems to have sort of installed ChromeOS Flex, is now updating, and hopefully we'll get into the ChromeOS desktop on this laptop. If you don't know about this HP Stream, this is an old HP Stream 11. It's got 2 GB of RAM, and it's got a 31 GB eMMC. There's a dual-core Celeron processor in here that's not the fastest in the world, but it's got a nice keyboard. Keyboard's pretty nice to type on. It looks cute. It's nice color. It's just a shame it doesn't have 4 GB of RAM. And this is why we're kind of using or trying different operating systems on this laptop to see how it performs. And it kind of gives us an idea of how a low power laptop performs and how we can make it useful by trying different operating systems. And there's lots of other videos about this laptop on the channel, and you can check those out. Okay, so it's run the update, it's restarted, and hopefully we'll boot into ChromeOS Flex. So it's going to make me log in with my Google account, and I'm just waiting for the mouse to appear, and then I'll sign on. And I think we'll just try this browser's guest option down here. We've got a sign in shutdown, we've got a sign in option, and we've got a browser's guest option. So we can go onto this and hopefully just use it without even signing in. And this is Chrome OS. We've got files, we've got a web browser. And we've got a desktop wallpaper. So let's have a look how we get on with YouTube. The problem with old computers perhaps isn't as simple. So let's have a look at this one. What an odd advert. Skip that. Switch it to theatre mode. Switch it to full screen. Bring up some stats. Is it going to let us bring up some stats? Trying to right click and doesn't seem to be there. Maybe it's in here. Okay, let's just assume we're not going to get stats. Playback looks relatively quick, although not a lot is moving on the screen. Let's have some sound. And I think if you want let's get rid of that. And let's try some other web pages on here and see what they're like. WebGL Aquarium gives us a nice look at whether the 3D acceleration is working. That's quite quick, that's quite smooth. We're getting 60 frames per second. Slows down at 5,000 fish. And then let's try a large web page with lots of information. Where is the sort of large document on this? Here we are. This is the one that's quite a long web page. Just trying to work out where the side. Is there not a side scroll thing? Oh, page and responsive. So I can scroll up and down with the trackpad, but I'm not seeing a thing control there to sort of scroll. So let's just, I guess, keep going. You can see that it's having a few problems with the size of this page. And if I scroll too far, will it still be there, or will we get a blank? Oh, here we are. Here's the side panel. So if I see how long it takes to scroll right to the bottom, and I have to grab it. My cat has decided that the best thing to do is to sit on the keyboard of laptops because it's warm. So let's see how many different tabs we can get open. We'll close the long one and just go to some different websites. Scrolls quite quickly. I think there's a little bit of a delay while it loads in the images. That could be to do with the Wi-Fi speed. It's not a full thing down there. But yeah, that comes up really quickly. It's really quite responsive. If we go down here, we should get different apps. So there's camera, files, Chrome, gallery, print job, scan, keyboard shortcuts. We've got a terminal. We can set up the Linux one, or we can add SSH. So let's see if we can get that to work. Linux is not supported on your Chromebook. Why is that? Maybe it's because I'm signed in with a guest account. That's just a guess. I'm not sure. Do we have the option to get more apps, or do we actually need to be signed in? I'm guessing we need to be signed in. So I'll sign in and see what we get then. So I signed out with Control Shift and Q, press that twice. Now I've signed in with an actual account, and it comes with Gemini. Not that I'm, Oh, changing the touchpad scroll direction. That would be useful for me. And apparently it's reverse scrolling to have it set up how I'm used to using it. So we've got a desktop, and we've got probably maybe where I was last time. We've got Gemini down here, we've got the web browser, we've got Gmail, got a calendar, got files, got messages, Meet, YouTube, and Explore. So we can see we've got a better experience. All of these apps are available because we're signed in. So I guess it's definitely worth signing in, or perhaps they don't want you to use it as a guest. Let's see if we can do anything with terminal settings and if we can get this to work. Linux is not supported on your Chromebook. Linux development environment. So that's a no. That's a shame. And I need to remove my email address from there. So let's have a look. This will be kind of annoying if it shows all of my shortcuts. But here we go. We've got web pages. Let's just open these in new tabs. Not sure what is happening here, but it's not letting me right click. Is this a Google Chrome OS thing? Okay, if I press Control, I can open things in a new tab. So we'll just see sort of how many different tabs we get. It's a little bit frustrating that I'm not seeing sort of processor or memory usage stats anywhere. But the system does seem quite responsive. It's giving us little bits of information, memory usage for each tab. $147 megabytes used for this tab. And yeah, without the terminal access or support for Linux things, I guess it feels quite cut down, I guess a little bit limited. We've got a web store we could have a look at. Extensions and themes for Chrome. But yeah, what else can we do with this system? Where is the store, for example. We've got a web store, but what about apps? Maybe in this explore option we can add additional things. Here we go. So we've got apps and games, WhatsApp, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Reddit, Canva. Geometry Dash. So why don't we just give this a try? Oh, there was also Stardew Valley and Roblox. So let's just try Geometry Dash and Stardew Valley and see if we can add these to the Chromebook HP stream. Oh, that one costs money. So that'll be a no. And this app is available for some of your devices. So yep, I'd like it on this one, please. So it's just giving me the option of putting it on one of my phones. Doesn't seem to give me the option of putting it on this laptop. So I've gone to games and Chromebook or ChromeOS recommendations. I've got a performance issue alert here, and these are some of the games available. So Stardew Valley, lots of options that cost some money. Roblox. Asphalt 8, should we try that? May as well see what happens. Where did it go? And these are some more recommendations. Subway Surfers. Homegrown games made in the UK. Let's just try this. And again, it's not letting me install it onto this laptop. So this is quite a sort of frustrating experience. If you've got a Chromebook or something, and you go to this Chromebook option and then you try and install it and it doesn't let you install it. Is this what it's like? Do you have a Chromebook? Has this been your experience? Or, you know, ChromeOS recommendations. I mean, it should be able to do Roblox. Everything can do Roblox. So let's see if we can get Roblox on here. Install on more devices. This app is available for some of your devices. So again, it looks like we're not actually able to put this on here through the Google Play Store. I don't understand why people use Chromebooks if this is the experience. Maybe we go to the actual website and try it from there. Let's try, see what happens. Okay. We have to log on, of course. So it looks like to get Roblox to work, the Google Play Store needs to be enabled on the device, as it uses the Android version of the mobile app. So, yeah. Is this the actual Play Store? Or is this just a version of it? Okay, let's get the app from the Play Store. And then it tells us we can't install it. So this is an extremely frustrating experience. I think I'm going to give up here because otherwise I could be spending a long time trying to get this to work and it just not work. So let's just try one more thing. Why don't we try Block Blast? Oh, it says install. The app is available for some of your devices. Nope, it wants us to install it on our phone, not the actual Chromebook. So this is proving to be kind of a real pain. If you just want a web browser and some Gmail and a calendar and various other things, then putting ChromeOS on this laptop or whatever laptop you've got could be an option. I mean, for browsing the web, it seems quite responsive, but for actually adding extra applications or games and things, it's not a good experience. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in another video.